the dawn of time. In the beginning, before the first sunrise, and before the first grains of sand were kissed by the breath of the wind, there was the vast unfathomable abyss of primordial waters. This was Nun, the eternal ocean of chaos, encompassing the entirety of existence, void of life, form, or purpose. In this infinite expanse, a force stirred, an essence so powerful that it disrupted the stillness of Nun. From the depths emerged the Ben-Ben, a pyramidal stone, the first semblance of matter. It broke the water's surface, piercing the quietude, and established itself as the first mound of earth, the only physical presence within the boundless Nun. On this sacred mound, under the veils of darkness, Atum came into existence. He was a being of immense power, the embodiment of the creative force of the universe, the spark that ignited life. The ancients whispered his name with reverence, for he was the complete one, the progenitor of all gods and the architect of all creation. Atum, who bore himself from the essence of Nun and the spirit of the Ben-Ben, stood alone on the primordial mound. Basked in solitude, he gave form to his children. By sheer thought and divine word, he gave birth to the first pair of deities, Shu and Tefnut. Shu, the god of air, was Atum's breath, while Tefnut, the goddess of moisture, was his spittle. They represented the primal elements, two halves of the life-giving force that would shape the universe. The creation of Shu and Tefnut marked the dawn of a new era, a world where deities walked and breathed life into the barren earth. They painted the blank canvas of existence with the vibrant colors of life and energy, weaving a rich tapestry that would be known as ancient Egypt. Thus began the era of gods, pharaohs, and the infinite mysteries of the universe. The echoes of this divine origin became the cornerstone of the Egyptian belief system, a complex web of myths, legends, and rituals, all tracing back to the first mound of earth emerging from Nun the moment Atum stepped into existence, and the birth of Shu and Tefnut. This sacred triad of events marked the genesis of ancient Egypt and its intricate pantheon of deities, setting the stage for an epic saga that would reverberate through the corridors of time. The Pantheon of Gods. After the birth of Shu and Tefnut, the divine lineage continued to flourish. They gave birth to the sky goddess Nut and the earth god Geb. This divine quartet personified the elements of life: air, moisture, sky, and earth. From their union emerged a pantheon of gods, each representing a critical aspect of existence, reflecting the ancient Egyptians' intricate understanding of the world and life. In the golden heart of the pantheon shone Ra, the mighty sun god. Revered as the king of the gods and ruler of all parts of the created world, the sky, the earth, and the underworld. Ra's golden disk, symbolizing the sun, was a beacon of warmth, growth, and life. Every dawn, he embarked on his celestial bark to traverse the sky, a testament to the cycle of life, death, and rebirth. Then came Isis, the divine mother, the embodiment of the ideal wife and mother. She was the goddess of magic, healing, and fertility, revered for her nurturing spirit and protective nature. Her wisdom and power were legendary, aiding both gods and humans alike. Together with her husband Osiris, the lord of the underworld and the god of resurrection, they represented the duality of life and death, existence and afterlife. Osiris's tale is one of intrigue and tragedy. His jealous brother Set, the god of chaos, disorder, and storms, murdered him. Set, representing the hostile forces of nature, was the necessary counterpart of Ma'at, the balance and order of the universe. This fraternal struggle for power highlighted the Egyptians' understanding of balance, the continuous conflict between chaos and order, life and death, good and evil. From the union of Isis and Osiris came Horus, the falcon-headed god of kingship. He stood as a symbol of victory, power, and protection, embodying the divine right of the pharaoh's rule. His legendary battles with Set for avenging his father's death were epic tales of valor and justice, further emphasizing the balance of power in the universe. Among these powerful deities, Thoth, the ibis, headed god of wisdom, knowledge, and writing, held a special place. As the divine scribe and messenger, he was the recorder of all things. He kept the universe ordered, maintained the library of the gods, and was believed to have given humans the gift of hieroglyphic writing. Last but not least, Anubis, the jackal-headed god, patrolled the shadows. As the god of mummification and the afterlife, he was a guide for the souls in their journey towards the underworld. Anubis stood as a sentinel at the boundaries between life and death, ensuring the deceased's safe passage into the afterlife. Each god and goddess in this pantheon had a role to play, and together they maintained Ma, the balance and order of the universe. Their intricate relationships, rivalries, and bonds mirrored the complex and profound understanding of existence that the ancient Egyptians held. They were not just deities, but personifications of the elements, cosmic phenomena, and abstract ideas that held the universe together. And, at the heart of it all, the pharaohs stood as the earthly liaison, ensuring the will of the gods was known and honored among the living. The tale of Osiris. Osiris, the verdant god of fertility, agriculture, and the afterlife, held sway over the fertile lands of Egypt. His rule was of prosperity and harmony, a golden era where his wisdom as a king nurtured the blossoming civilization. However, beneath this tranquility lurked the ominous shadow of envy and deception. Osiris's brother, Set, the god of storms and chaos, harbored a deep resentment towards him. The seeds of discord sown by their divergent domains, Osiris representing life and growth, and Set representing destruction and disorder, soon sprouted into a dark plot. Overwhelmed by jealousy, Set orchestrated a deadly ruse, his eyes set on the throne of Egypt. In a grand feast, Set presented a beautiful chest, a piece of craftsmanship so exquisite that it mesmerized the entire court. The chest, however, held a sinister purpose. Set declared that whoever fit perfectly into the chest could claim it. One by one the guests tried, but it was Osiris, in his innocent unawareness, who fit perfectly. No sooner had he laid in the chest than Set sealed it and cast it into the Nile. The laughter and joy of the feast turned into cries of horror and despair as the river swallowed the chest, carrying away the life of Osiris. The news of Osiris's death sent ripples of sorrow across the kingdom. The land plunged into mourning, the loudest cries belonging to Isis, his beloved wife. Yet, her sorrow did not weaken her. Instead, it ignited a flame of determination. She set off on a grueling journey to recover Osiris's body, her resolve unwavering. Her search led her to the shores of Byblos, where she found the chest entwined in the roots of a massive tree. With her divine powers, she managed to retrieve the chest and bring it back to Egypt. Isis, aided by her sister Nephthys, summoned her magical prowess to resurrect Osiris. In a ritual charged with sorrow, hope, and desperate love, they managed to revive him, albeit temporarily. This brief resurrection allowed Isis to conceive a son, Horus, the rightful heir to Osiris's throne. Even though Osiris could not remain in the realm of the living and retreated to rule over the underworld, his lineage continued. Thus, from the treacherous intrigue of Set and the profound love of Isis was born a tale of death, resurrection, and continuation, a tale that would echo through the annals of Egyptian mythology. The Avenging Son. From the union of Osiris and Isis, Horus, the falcon-headed god, was born amidst the swirling turmoil left by his father's murder. Raised in the protective shadows cast by his mother's love and wisdom, he grew to embody valor, justice, and kingly power. Horus, even as a child, understood the weight of his destiny to avenge his father's death and reclaim the throne from the usurper, Set. Guided by the principles of Ma'at, the cosmic order, Horus challenged Set for the throne. However, Set, steeped in the chaotic essence of storms and deserts, was no easy adversary. The confrontation between the rightful heir and the usurper culminated in a series of epic battles, their echoes resonating through the cosmos. In one such contest, Set gouged out Horus's eye, the lunar eye symbolizing light, healing, and regeneration. Yet, even in the face of such grave injury, Horus did not waver. The god of wisdom, Thoth, used his powers to restore the damaged eye, imbuing it with magical healing properties. Henceforth, it became known as the Eye of Horus, or Wadjet, a potent amulet for protection and healing, further enhancing Horus's association with light and restoration. The struggles of Horus were not merely physical contests, but were also trials of wisdom, diplomacy, and justice. The divine court of gods, presided over by the sun god Ra, the air god Shu, and the wisdom god Thoth, bore witness to these challenges. Each trial, each feat was a testament to Horus's determination, his kingly potential, and his unwavering adherence to Ma'at. After countless battles and demonstrations of wisdom, Horus was finally declared the rightful ruler of Egypt by the divine court. He took his place on the throne that once belonged to his father, marking a new era of order and prosperity. The lands blossomed under his just reign, symbolizing the triumph of order over chaos, light over darkness, and good over evil. Horus's tale was not merely an epic of vengeance and justice, but also a symbolic narrative of the cyclical nature of existence, the eternal struggle between order and chaos, and the restoration of harmony. Through his trials and tribulations, Horus became a beacon of hope, victory, and righteousness, his legacy forever etched in the annals of Egyptian mythology. Pharaohs, gods on earth. In the intricate tapestry of Egyptian mythology and society, pharaohs occupied a pivotal position. They were not merely rulers or kings, but were believed to be the divine embodiment of the gods on earth. This divine status bestowed upon them immense responsibilities, with the preservation of Ma'at, the cosmic order and balance, being paramount. Each pharaoh, upon ascension to the throne, became the earthly manifestation of Horus, the god of kingship and the sky. Their sovereignty was thus not a mere political authority, but a divine right, a heavenly mandate that imbued their rule with an air of inviolability. They stood as the conduit between the celestial and terrestrial realms, communicating the will of the gods to the people and offering prayers and rituals on behalf of their subjects. But their divinity extended beyond the representation of Horus. Upon their death, they were identified with Osiris, the god of the underworld and resurrection. This identification promised them eternal life in the afterlife, a testament to their enduring divine status. Their burial rites, particularly the practice of mummification, were meticulously performed to ensure their safe passage into the afterlife, often under the watchful eyes of Anubis, the god of mummification. As intermediaries, pharaohs played a crucial role in maintaining Ma'at. They performed various religious rites, built monumental temples dedicated to the gods, and offered sacrifices to appease them. These acts of piety were essential to ensure the gods' favor and to keep chaos and disorder at bay. Moreover, they were tasked with upholding justice and righteousness in their kingdom, mirroring the divine laws on earth. The pharaoh was the guardian of Ma'at, responsible for the prosperity and harmony of Egypt and its people. Beyond their spiritual responsibilities, pharaohs also had tangible roles. They presided over the administration, ensuring the land's fertility, overseeing the construction of architectural marvels, leading military campaigns, and making laws. Their rule was a blend of spirituality and practical governance, reflecting the interconnectedness of the divine and the mundane in ancient Egyptian society. Underneath the golden crowns and the divine stature, pharaohs were also human. They loved, grieved, celebrated, and faced trials and tribulations. Their lives were a testament to the Egyptian belief in the duality of existence, a dance between the human and the divine, the earthly and the celestial. Thus, the pharaohs, as gods on earth, were the beating heart of ancient Egypt. They were the pillars that upheld the heavens and the earth, the custodians of the balance between gods and men, and the carriers of Ma'at. Their legacy, etched in stone and carried in the whispers of the desert winds, continues to echo through the corridors of time, a testament to their divine and earthly roles in the theatre of Egyptian mythology. The architectural marvels. The grandeur and mystique of ancient Egypt find their most tangible expression in the colossal architectural marvels the civilization left behind. These structures were not mere works of art or symbols of prosperity. They were homages to the gods, testaments to the pharaoh's divine stature, and tangible representations of the cosmic order, Ma'at. The pyramids, perhaps the most iconic of these marvels, were monumental tributes to the divine power of the pharaohs. Conceived as stairways to the heavens, these gigantic structures served as eternal abodes for the deceased rulers. The Great Pyramid of Giza, standing tall against the test of time, is a testament to the intricate understanding of mathematics, astronomy, and architecture possessed by the ancient Egyptians. Each block, each passageway, each chamber within was meticulously designed and placed, reflecting a blend of religious significance, royal grandeur, and cosmic alignment. Equally awe-inspiring were the grand temples constructed in honor of the gods. These architectural masterpieces, like the temples of Karnak and Luxor, were not only places of worship, but also the epicenters of social and cultural life. Every pillar, every hall, every inscription within these temples spoke of the reverence the Egyptians had for their gods and their pharaohs. The gods' statues within the sanctum were believed to be the physical forms of the deities, with the pharaohs and priests performing elaborate rituals to appease them. Obelisks, another significant architectural feature, punctuated the skyline of ancient Egypt. These tall, slender monuments with pyramid-shaped tops were typically erected in pairs at the entrances of temples. They were often inscribed with hieroglyphs extolling the deeds of the pharaohs and the gods. The obelisks were believed to harness the power of the sun god Ra, their pointed tips reaching for the heavens, creating a divine connection between the earth and the sky. Moreover, the construction of such architectural marvels was considered an act of piety and an essential duty of a pharaoh. It provided employment to thousands, bolstered the economy, and most importantly, showcased the harmony between the gods, the pharaohs, and the people. Thus, the architectural marvels of ancient Egypt were not merely stone and mortar. They were the embodiment of the civilization's beliefs, aspirations, and devotion to the gods. Standing as silent witnesses to the passage of time, they continue to astound and inspire, their shadows whispering tales of a time when gods walked among humans. The fall of the gods. As the wheels of time turned, the vibrant tableau of ancient Egyptian religion began to see an unprecedented shift. This change came in the form of Atonism, a monotheistic belief system that emerged under the rule of Pharaoh Akhenaten, formerly known as Amenhotep IV. Akhenaten, in a radical departure from tradition, proclaimed Aten, the disk of the sun, as the supreme and only god. The worship of other deities was banned, temples were closed, and the rich polytheistic pantheon that had flourished for centuries was cast aside. Akhenaten moved the royal capital to a new city, Akhetaten, modern-day Amarna, dedicated to Aten, and initiated a new artistic style that broke away from the formal, symbolic representations of the gods. However, Atonism was met with resistance. It disrupted the religious, cultural, and political fabric of Egyptian society, primarily affecting the influential priesthood of Amun. After Akhenaten's death, there was a swift and forceful reversion to the old ways. Tutankhamun, Akhenaten's successor, and arguably one of the most famous pharaohs, played a crucial role in the restoration of the traditional pantheon. The temples were reopened, the gods were worshipped once more, and Amarna was abandoned. This brief period of religious upheaval in ancient Egypt's grand narrative, known as the Amarna period, signified both the flexibility and resilience of Egyptian religion. Even though the old gods fell for a short time, they were not forgotten. They returned resilient, their narratives and worship reweaving the disrupted threads of the Egyptian spiritual and cultural identity. Thus, even in their fall, the gods of ancient Egypt demonstrated their enduring influence, their tales continuing to resonate through time. Legacy of the gods. The religion and mythology of ancient Egypt have left a profound and enduring legacy. Their influence has seeped into various aspects of culture, art, and later religious beliefs, leaving an indelible imprint that transcends time and space. The ancient Egyptian religion had a profound influence on the development of art. The symbolic depictions of gods and goddesses, the intricate hieroglyphic inscriptions, the ritualistic scenes painted in tombs and temples all testify to the profound connection between religious beliefs and artistic expression. This unique artistic style has inspired countless artists and continues to fascinate art historians, archaeologists, and enthusiasts. The belief system and mythology have also influenced later religions. Elements of Egyptian mythology can be seen in Greek and Roman pantheons, reflecting the intercultural exchanges that occurred in antiquity. Notions of afterlife, judgment, and resurrection present in ancient Egyptian beliefs echo in Abrahamic religions, underscoring the shared motifs in human spiritual quests. In contemporary times, Egyptian mythology has found a place in popular culture. Literature, films, video games, and graphic novels often draw from the rich tapestry of Egyptian myths, presenting them to newer generations. The enchanting tales of gods and goddesses, the epic battles, the intricate relationships, all continue to inspire, intrigue, and entertain. The enduring appeal of ancient Egyptian mythology lies in its timeless themes: justice, balance, resurrection, power, and love. These universal concepts resonate with human experiences, ensuring the mythology's relevance and appeal. Thus, the legacy of the Egyptian gods extends beyond the sands of the Nile and the walls of the temples. It is a testament to the human quest for understanding the divine and deciphering the mysteries of existence, a quest as old as civilization itself and as enduring as the tales of the gods.